Very good evening, friends. This side Rahul Magan here as a Group Chief Executive Officer at Treasury Consulting and also a venture capitalist. Standing today, Treasury Consulting is a multidimensional group and we have our own research desk, we have our own trainings, and now we are launching our own commodity exchange. And hopefully, the commodity exchange would be live by February 2021. And here we would definitely be focusing on the infrastructure plus that learnings part of it, and more importantly the trading piece we would be focused in 2022 and not now. And we are definitely starting our new series, which is CTRM, commodities trading risk management. God willing, we would be moving ahead with ETRM also, which is energy trading risk management. That is really not tough, let it be honest. I'm a strong believer of a concept called intrinsic value. On a very often note, I came in public domain and talks about intrinsic value. And I know that there are many legendary investors we have across the globe, those who are also strong supporter of intrinsic value. And I always believe that one should buy stock at intrinsic value, rather prefer buying below intrinsic value, rather than buying on the hype, be it any market, by the way. But unfortunately, not many people understand how to compute the intrinsic value. This is what we tried in our very latest course, which is Advanced Equity Valuation. But now Treasury Consulting is shifting from intrinsic value to indicative value. And what is that indicative value is all about is basically in the countries like India, where operators are highly popular. Like at 2 p.m. you see markets are flat, and 3 p.m. you will see 400 point down. Why? No one knows. No one even bother to ask. Or maybe at 2 p.m. markets are flat, 3 p.m. markets are high. Why? We don't know. Don't ask. Please don't ask. Because even people don't have an answer, so don't ask. Indicative values is definitely a kind of concept which is very useful in the market, which is highly driven by operators. And our Learnings Academy, Sheetal Group or Sheetal Academy, is doing some research on doing testing on indicative value, and 70 to 80% testing is done. Testing is satisfactory. Hopefully very soon we would be shifting to intrinsic value, to indicative value. And I'm telling you that indicative value is not easy to compute. Yesterday night when I was doing some computation about few stocks, computing the intrinsic value for learning purpose, I thought we missed something. If not missed something, then there is some scope of improvement, or there is some scope of betterment which we can definitely make. So I was computing, an intrinsic value of few stocks. Let me give a very hypothetical example. It's a serious hypothetical example. It's a hypothetical example. Assuming Infosys is trading at 1200 and intrinsic value is 1500. Precisely, it means that Infosys is trading well below the intrinsic value. Alternatively, Infosys trading at 1200 and Infosys intrinsic value is 900. It means Infosys is trading well above the intrinsic value. Absolutely. One thing that put me in a stage of thinking yesterday is that why can't we have cartelization of intrinsic value? I know there are many people in the globe, and especially in India, those who believe that innovation can only be done by people having degrees, CA, CFA and all. They are only liable for innovation. Though they know nothing, that is also a fact. And after that, what I did, I selected 4 more stocks. And in these four more stocks, I computed again intrinsic value. And guys, before I move further, let me tell you that intrinsic value is not the same. There are many Einstein, Edisons, Newtons, and many degree holders, CA, CFA, and all. They came in public domain, and first of all, they really talks about intrinsic value. Even if they talk about intrinsic value, they never talk that intrinsic value is subject to change on a periodic basis. Many reasons. Corporate actions, the company is increasing the revenue, one client is coming, client is going, government regulations, tax policies, ETRs, effective tax rate. There are hell lot of reasons behind the intrinsic value. So example, if we compute the intrinsic value of Amazon today, and if we try compute the intrinsic value of Amazon for next 1 year, I'm sure this value change. I'm not saying it will grow. It depends upon how Amazon perform and how the e-commerce market performs. But it will surely change. Same is the case for Facebook, Microsoft, and all. It keeps changing. So tomorrow Google launch another wonderful product like Alexa, example, maybe better than Alexa. Intrinsic value of Google will upgrade to maybe 10%, 20%. Or maybe, Amazon come and say that, hey guys, now Alexa is able to speak in Sanskrit. Hypothetical example. Or Alexa able to speak in Arabic, Farsi, Chinese Mandarin. Amazon intrinsic value would be like 40-50% up with just one statement. So intrinsic value is subject to change. That's a fact. And anyone who believes that intrinsic value remains same of a relevant stock, I think he really needs to learn what intrinsic value is all about. I thought that why can't we do the quartilization of intrinsic value? And really I'm working on that now. Personally, I'm working on that. And what is quartilization of intrinsic value is basically quartilization means that, what is a quarter? Quarter means 25%. There are 4 quarters. First quarter is first 25%. Second quarter is 25 to 50%. Third quarter is around 50 to 75%. Fourth quarter is the last 75 to 100%. So it's just like simple example, a kid is doing an exam and he's coming to his father and saying that I'm in the first quarter. It means he is in the first top 25% rank holders. That is. So if he's saying I'm in the last quarter, it means he in the last 25% rank holder. That is. Quartilization of intrinsic value is something which I think Treasury Consulting should introduce into the system. We should thankful for the people, those who in the early 1960s, 1930s worked really hard on intrinsic value, and when there were no Reuters, no Bloomberg, basically even if they were there, then the kind of technology they are having today, they were not, it was not available at that point of time. No artificial intelligence, no machine learning, not much thing, but they did a very decent job in terms of intrinsic value. I think the young generation like us will definitely take this further in terms of basically take their work further in terms of intrinsic value. Henceforth, Treasury Consulting is now, definitely we are working on indicative value, but we are now launching quartilization of intrinsic value, which means precisely I'm giving you, assuming Infosys is trading at 1200 and intrinsic value is 900, assuming, and we go in the last 6 quarters and we see the intrinsic value of Infosys. Of course, in the last 6 quarters, the trading price is also altogether different. If today it is 1200, maybe last quarter it may be 1100, then 1000, 900, 800, something like that. So intrinsic value differs, common sense. And of course the CMP. What we do, we computed that. Of course, I'm telling you a very small part of quartilization. Don't think that quartilization I am explaining completely. It means that In the last 6 quarter, the intrinsic value of Infosys is more or less in the first quarter. An intelligent person will get what I wanted to convey. I'm not saying that I'm done with this, but I think if Lord is kind, Lord is definitely kind. This will further take our research desk in a new direction, because this will help us understanding one more advanced concept, which is how can we do the cartelization of an intrinsic value, which precisely means it is a kind of probability, which means that we get to know, hey guys, the probability suggests that Infosys intrinsic value is always in the first quarter. Just a hypothetical example. And then we can take better positions compared to what we only know the intrinsic value. And this is what we term this as cartelization of intrinsic value, or one of my friends to whom I was speaking yesterday night, he said that you can use another term, you can invent another term, which is cartelized intrinsic value. That's not bad. Cartelized intrinsic value. Treasury Consulting is really happy that at least the work which was done by the great scientists, great entrepreneurs, one is right before me, at least we are happy that we are taking this work further. We are taking their work further. We know that there are many people who really do not like this. They want no innovation. They are living in a closed world. How can you challenge this? Oops. But Treasury Consulting, hey, we are here to challenge this. That's a difference. Open Google. Let me do for you. Cartelized cartelized intrinsic value concept is not on the Google. Investopedia, Corporate Finance Institute, and so many articles, but none of them has gave cartelized intrinsic value. Then I think Treasury Consulting would be the first company once this video would upload. Because then when you type cartelized intrinsic value, you will get our video. And hey guys, in our advanced equity valuation course, we have given some hint of cartelized intrinsic value. But in our upcoming course, we would be giving more hint of cartelized intrinsic value. As an organization, we always believe in intrinsic value. We would continue to believe in intrinsic value. As an organization, now we are moving from intrinsic, and of course we keep intrinsic, we are moving from intrinsic to indicative to handle operators very well. And now I think the time has come, we need to reconsider a new strategy, which is cartelized intrinsic value. This is Rahul from Treasury Consulting. You know our WhatsApp 9818485155. In case you have any questions about our research desk, about our trainings program, about our very about to start commodity exchange, CTRM, Excel models and all, do WhatsApp 9818485155. Have a great time.